Hey guys, and welcome back for a different type of video today. I have been all over YouTube just skipping around on different streets, seeing what's going on. This is a trigger warning, the utmost. What you're about to see is about to be extremely offensive language being used. So beware. If you don't like a lot of cursing, you may not want to watch this video. We're going to start with a clip from Hassan Campbell.
10 kids in Chicago. You lost 5 of them. 10 kids in Chicago. You lost 5 of them. I was asked a question on Clubhouse. Hey, yo, Haas, how would you feel? How do you feel? I would have animosity. I would have a problem with my baby mother losing my children to the streets. You have mothers in Chicago, right? You have mothers in Chicago that raise children in them same streets to be construction workers, to be doctors, lawyers, police officers. You have mothers in Chicago that raise productive kids. Every mother in Chicago didn't raise a gangbanger, right? My question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you lose 5 children? When does it get to the point whether you lost all 5 to the street? Because you lost half of them at least to the street, right? When it gets to the 5th kid, Duck, when you get the Duck, right? When does it kick in? When does that mother's intuition or that protector that comes with being a mother say, let me get my children, my kids out of these streets? When does that kick in? FBG Duck made a song called Dead, B-I-T-C, right?
I want to insert that in here just in case no one's ever heard of that song before.
Boy, you ain't gonna squeeze you around for no reason. Boy, what block you from? Let us know so we can spin it. Made Chicago legend shit, that was just about business. Said I wanna go this to dead, and okay, I did it. But nigga, fuck T-Roy and OD, them dead bitches. You heard about J Money? Yeah. Niggas getting dead the same way.
But he disrespected the dead. That song cost him his life. Right? That song cost him his life. I don't think somewhere down the line that FBG Duck or his mother told him, because she got a lot to say on social media. You didn't tell your son when he made that song, dissing T-Roy, right? And all of the rest of them other dudes from O Block. You didn't warn your son to tell your son that Muwap was the Grand Reaper, that he was going to be the angel of death that came to see him? You didn't warn your son, did you? You knew them boys from O Block wasn't playing. You didn't use your voice. You wasn't all over social media trying to slow your son down. No. Then I listened to you in an interview, right? Breaking down how the police actually let FBG Duck bleed out. They did. We all seen the video. You know why they let your son bleed out? With all due respect, man, because he was a part of the problem in the streets of Chicago. And the police of Chicago, not saying I feel this way, ma'am, but the police of Chicago felt that instead of helping him to get to that 3-minute hospital, they'd rather see him bleed out before he makes somebody else's child bleed out. Huh?
Mr. Campbell actually sounds pretty right on this one. We're going to mosey on over to, the name of the channel is Mama Duck Clout Chaser. I just heard this shit Hassan Campbell did. Dude, leave dick still in your ass and mouth. You gotta see this.
I wish I knew somebody in New York, because if I did, I would personally buy 2 pair of fucking boxing gloves from Walmart or the sporting goods store, Dick's or something, and have them to personally put up on this Kermit the Frog 5'3", gay big booty lip, just faggot ass nigga. This is horrible that God even put men like this before us. He challenged us. Yes, he do. God even challenges us. He's a joke. God was joking when he invented this motherfucker. Hassan Campbell, your mama should have swallowed your ass. She shouldn't even let that get to her ends or ovaries. She should have made that a straight up throat.
There's a kid in the background. Like, really, this is some ghetto stuff here, man.
Baby. That's what you should have been, a throat baby, G. Because after hearing this, you on the wrong side, dude. You need to be on the side with them motherfuckers with them pointy ass hats, with the white sheets and the pointy hats. All right. Yes, 5 of my kids out of my 10 passed away. In 1990, Brick. I was 15 years old in 1990 when I had Brick. I was 16 years old in 1991 when I had Shell. I was 17 years old in 1992 when I had Javon, which was my first child that passed away. For Brick's birthday, which was like August 19th, Brick's birthday. I stayed in the Ivy Wells in the 90s, so you can just imagine how it was. Hear gunshots. That's how I wound up going into an early labor. I had him August the 20th. He passed away 12 hours later. That was in 92. 1993, Duck was born. 1994, William was born. 3 baby daddies. Brick and Will got the same daddy. That was in 1994. 1996, after having 5 sons, I had my first daughter. To 2001, Sierra was born. That's my second born daughter. Chilled again, y'all. Didn't have another baby. To 2007. Had my son June Antonio. On August 21st, 2007, I lost Antonio. Accidental overland. 2010, which were the first 2 babies that passed away. They died on the same day, but years apart. Check this out. 2014, I lost Leandria in the fire. 2017, I lost Brick to the streets. 2020, I lost Duck to the streets. Those how I lost my 5 kids.
This is a lot. Like, trying to keep up with all of her kids and all these years. So, okay, 1990, you were 15. That means you were born in 75. That means she's approximately 46 years old. 10 kids. 5 of them are
who had
deceased.
Different fathers.
Yikes.
2 of them died to the
This
streets.
is a lot.
So to clear him up on that, get my dick out your mouth and do your research on me before you get your dumb ass on a national platform and get brownie points off me. You's a fucking faggot. Your ass hate women, period. You hate your mama, your grandmama. I can't even believe you even fucking have kids. Your bitch should have swallowed your kids like your mama should have swallowed your ass.
Okay, so the 5 of the children that passed, apparently one of them was born prematurely at 2 pounds. Next one that died was an accidental overlay. I don't know exactly what she means by that. I'm assuming maybe the child was laying in bed with somebody, maybe even her, and somebody laid on top of them and smothered them. And then the 3rd child died by fire. And then the last 2 died to the streets. I'm sorry. Okay. So you were 15 when you first started having children. So that decision to have a kid at such a young age was probably not a good one, right? Because you're not ready, and then you had another one at 16 and 17, and it's like, okay, those were like back-to-back kids as a teenager in a very poor, messed up neighborhood in which gunshots are being shot, and then you guys are having to like jump on your kids at the park, which caused you to like go into some kind of labor. What? And then, an accidental overlay, and then a fire, and losing them to the streets. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be mean, but I'm kind of agreeing with Hassan here. Like, it sounds like a lot of that could have been avoided had you just made like better decisions. Not having kids in poor, messed up neighborhoods, and not allowing children to be left in situations where you can't protect them, and maybe you left them alone and they started a fire or something, and then putting them in their own crib and making sure that you put them in there correctly and stuff so that they don't smother themselves. I mean, because when they're young, that's a huge possibility if you're not careful. And then if you kind of like raise your kids correctly and get them in a good neighborhood, more than likely you won't lose them to the street. All of your kids died in ways that it could have been prevented. It seems like maybe she's a victim too at the end of the day, but like maybe if she just had made better decisions, some of this stuff wouldn't have happened. And you got to be able to hold yourself accountable so that in the future, your children's children won't make the same mistakes. But maybe he didn't say it in a way that she could hear it. If you're being rude to somebody, they're not going to exactly hear you. But man, this is a lot. But there's more. And the last video that I was completely shocked by was this one by one of my favorite YouTubers, Tommy Sotomayor. And yeah, he's kind of a controversial guy. He says stuff that a lot of people find offensive, but some of it is kind of true. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff he says is quite true. But we're gonna hear an excerpt from his video.
Real mother.
You're not.
And you're not a real mother. Just like you can judge my journalistic integrity, I can judge your maternalistic integrity.
Define real mother.
I'm not a real journalist. You're not a real mother. The difference is my journalism hasn't caused anybody to die, but your motherism has caused you to lose 50% of your children.
You're judging me, baby, out my life.
I ain't judging you. Your kid's judging you. Your kid's spirit is somewhere looking down and seeing what their mother is doing. You had 50% of your children are gone. That's disgusting.
In your basement, don't you?
I got what?
Sick. You's a sick individual.
I got what in my basement?
The fact that your mask.
Ma'am, no one in my family has died from my actions at all.
It ain't so they died from ass. That's what you saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Was wrong.
Yes,
they was wrong.
Ma'am, the one that was in the fire was not grown. The one that was in the fire was not grown. The one that was in the fire, ma'am, was not grown. I'm not Hassan Campbell. I'm not none of them stupid niggas. You talking to
him? He passed away in the fire because he was playing with a lighter. That's something I gave the guy.
And you got out of the house, but
she didn't judge me. Not only she died, all 5 of us could have died in that fire.
But
Do you understand the story of that?
Can you tell me why you didn't die, but the child did?
Put a gun in your mouth, bitch ass.
Can you tell me why that child died, but you made it out?
Look,
so you want me to put a gun in my mouth because I'm asking you a question that you can't hear?
You're talking shit. You're getting clout on
what
me.
Shit, ma'am, you.
I ain't even gonna lie. That's about all I can take of all that yelling. I feel like she was getting ready to have like a heart attack or something. I'm glad she got off when she did. Yeah, any more yelling like that, she'd have probably passed out the way she was just like, That's all, guys. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Is this some wild stuff or what? It's just crazy. I mean, she just comes off like kind of like a hood lady. She probably should have grown up by now. She's cussing Tommy Sotomayor out, insulting his mom in a way, and it's like maybe she just was calling him out back, just trying to defend herself in some kind of way. But in reality, she has no leg to stand on here, not one. It ain't about just giving her respect because she's a queen. Like, yeah, you need to take some accountability. And so that other women who maybe are in the hood and stuff and who kind of like have these type of behaviors, maybe they'll learn to do better, like so that their kids won't end up dead. I'm pretty sure everybody's goal is to see their kids grow up and have a good life.